Okay.
I was born a Muslim.
Okay.
I'm an atheist now, but there's something that's really, really hard to shake. And I think, like you, Jane, you could relate to.
Okay.
Actually, I like the previous school, if I can relate to the previous school. The previous scholar mentioned that whenever like he talks to Christians, for example, they would start talking about these excuse my English, it's not my best skill set, but they would start talking about not psychological, Jesus Christ, philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they would start talking about philosophy, and like for someone like me, it's not my strongest aspect. So I have a good mind, and I can question out about things. But once it's come about philosophy, it's really hard for me to grasp it. So they would start taking you into these endless loops, basically, and try to make you like people will try to convince you about their opinion. But what's hard about Islam, and I think you know this very well, is when they talk about hellfire and when they talk about how hard it is and how the eternity in hellfire, it's really, really frightening to me. Mm-hmm. And I can't get over this, to be honest. Like, recently, it doesn't make a sense to me. Like, the whole story, warlord who, like, have 11 wives or something, who is a pedophile. The whole thing doesn't hold up. But still, I feel like I have to keep searching. Maybe this is true. Maybe this is true, and I would miss it somehow, and I would go to hell. Yeah. And I can't shake it, no matter how.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not alone. There's a lot of people that when they first break their indoctrination and they try to step outside of religion and they realize that they don't believe anymore, it's that fear of hell that actually keeps them tied to the religion and keeps them questioning whether they really can make that break.
That's why the idea of hell was invented.
Yeah.
Specifically to keep people in line and afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Christianity and Islam have survived all these years.
Well, I mean, it's
if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things. I mean, I think, from a social perspective, religions in general offer people sort of the ability to be part of an in-group, and that's really important for a social species. But yeah, the indoctrination thing, it's particularly effective at keeping people from leaving once they realize that, hey, you can have the social aspects of religion without actually having the supernatural stuff. So they keep people hooked into the whole, religious aspect of it by having this fear-based system in place. And it's abusive, it's blatant manipulation, and I understand that, none of that actually makes it any less scary.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is that that fear will diminish over time. So the longer you are an atheist, and actually if you can get away from the religious aspect of it, sometimes that's hard to do if you've got religious family members. But if you can get as far away from possible from the religious aspects of it, then that fear will diminish significantly.
Excuse me, Does it at any point, do you question yourself at any point right now if you are right or wrong?
No. No, that whole hellfire thing that I was raised on, that has no effect on me at all.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's good to hear. I hope that I can come over this thing, hopefully soon.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you can. What I would say is that it's probably not going to be like some epiphany one day you wake up and you don't have this fear anymore. It's probably going to be sort of a gradual thing that at some point you put enough time and distance between you and the religious indoctrination and you realize that that no longer bothers you. So it'll sort of gradually fall away. At least that's how it happens for most people.
Actually, I feel the more distance, the more I feel the story doesn't make sense at all. But again, the Pascal wager, as silly as it is,
yeah,
it feels comfy sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you could feel that, okay, what possibly could go wrong if I was if I prayed for the Lord, for example.
Yeah.
But it just feels it just doesn't make any sense, you know?
Yeah.
To try to do something against what you internally believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Just
Right.
give your.
This is go ahead.
I was just going to say, just give yourself some time. It's normal and understandable to have some fear when you've been indoctrinated, and just give yourself a little time to process through that. And I think, like Jen said, one day you'll just wake up and you'll realize, hey, I'm not afraid anymore. But it's going to take some time, and just know that other people have experienced that too, and that's understandable, and it's just part of the process.
Yeah, I guess long habits die hard. Old habits die hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much,
All right.
guys.
Well, good luck.
Keep up with that awesome work.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
So, yeah, indoctrination is something lots of people, not just Christians, Muslims, I think, have a particularly hard challenge with that because there's the immediate threat of death sometimes from family members if they come out as atheists.
Yeah.
So,